Hello everyone, I am back from my 2 weeks protest. For the people who are kind of seeing this but don't have that much time, I want to say that I will continuing this channel and uploading more content. I will also continue to respond every comments. I know that the dislike count might never come back, so I will recommend you to be cautious of videos now. Don't fall to scammers and take care. That was the short version. Thank you for watching. For everyone else, I will now bother you with my unnecessarily long rant here. Be warned, it is too long, so please consider to go back to another video if you don't want to waste your time. It has been 2 interesting weeks for me personally. At first I was devastated by this. But as I saw some videos before my protest, one reminded me on the Thanksgiving Day, on being grateful for what we have and what we have accomplished. This lifted my spirit for a while. The day before my protest was crazy, I made a SFM post in an hour with me having almost no experience with this software. I also made almost 10 videos I believe, 4 being curling bomb splats compilations. I also made a new banner for the protest time I would be gone. It was incredible what I did and I was really tired after this. Then the next few days was weird for me. It suddenly was nothing. I was so used to be on YouTube that I felt a little void on me. I responded comments via YouTube Studio app, on which I can reply to comments but I cannot see any videos, so no ad money for YouTube. I then went to Twitter. I saw the official accounts of YouTube on Twitter. Here I could have proceeded on one of 2 paths. The first one was to be angry. I could have been angry at them for taking the voice of my viewers, the voice of quickly being expressed in the videos they desired to dislike. I could discharge my anger at YouTube, because they are effectively hiding the scammers and the layers that praise from people on YouTube. The dislike count was what could make the viewers discover more easily these scammers. I could have told YouTube how much I hated them, because they hid their true intention in protecting the big corporations who gives ad revenue to them, so YouTube hid the dislike counter to protect them from the viewer feedback. Now we cannot tell if those big business are trying to sell us scummy products to us. We now cannot tell if a business is a good business providing you a great product that will help you, or if a business is a bad business that all it wants is to steal money from you in exchange of a scam product. I was so angry with that. But I didn't discharge my anger. I managed to calm myself down and see what we need on this world. We need to be calm, then we need to be constructive, and then we need to be positive. If it doesn't change the world for the better, at least we would have made some positive impact for other people who might cruise in front of us. We might make the day of people who are having a bad day. I went to Twitter, thinking that maybe if I was being nice to everyone YouTube might change. Even if I was naive, I really enjoyed this ride on trying to be positive on Twitter. I was disheartening with many YouTube posts, because they posted happy tweets, while I suffered from a thought I was having. If I would really want to trigger change, I would have to not give money to YouTube and support them as little as possible. This meant ads from YouTube videos I would see. So for me, I was in the thought of abandoning half of YouTube. Don't worry, you represent the other half and I will always try to support this awesome community that I got the bless of being here. However, I will abandon the other awesome content creator I was seeing on my other channel. I would have to abandon half of the content that I used to see and love. I used to watch between 10 and 20 videos per day. Now I don't know how many will be, but it won't be the big ones I used to see and enjoy. Anyways, sorry for the long tangent. It is that YouTube happy tweets just seems a little hypocrite to me. YouTube on Twitter are ignoring all the tweets asking for the return of the dislike count. Each day of my protest, I went to Twitter to see what YouTube posted there. Each tweet has liked between 90% and 95% of people asking for the dislike count back. I was one of them too, but I always tried to include something positive related to the post. Sometimes I couldn't do it, because some of these posts called for awesome content that were posted on YouTube, and it brought me sadness, because it reminded me of what I won't be seeing again. Still with all of this, I continued to push on, to protest but be positive at the same time. There was time when people asked what was the importance of the dislike count and why we were protesting for it, why waste our time? Many people replied with many disrespectful angry tweets. I, on the other hand, tried to explain my reasons the best I could. At the same time I thanked them for their time and I gave them encouraging words. We need to be questioned if we want to test if our ideas are right, and we can reinforce them even more. Then after those times on Twitter, I went to a new platform for videos on the internet. There is a site called Odysee. On this you can also host your videos. One good thing is that this site has dislikes. I noticed that some few content creators have also content on Odysee. There is an option to synchronize channels automatically from YouTube to Odysee. I enjoy this platform today. But I will say one thing, this platform is incomplete and it still needs much work to be done. This site will be the future but it's still not ready yet. Interestingly enough, I met an awesome content creator who makes cool edits of Splatoon videos. I saw this video and it will help the people who use chargers on Splatoon 2. It is interesting that YouTube blocks comments on this channel but on Odysee I can comment more freely. Anyways, check this channel, links on the descriptions. So in short I kinda wasted most of my time on Twitter. I will still be protesting on Twitter, but I won't abandon this channel, on which I really enjoy to see the occasional comments I get from time to time. I abandoned you, in the hope of change. But that change never came. Now we all need to take care of ourselves and not being scammed by bad videos. Still, the best we can do is to be critical of what we see and hear, and always have a healthy amount of skepticism. We need to remember that our time and money are ours to be spent at our own will. The bad business that wants our money won't continue scamming people and growing if we don't let them. Another thing I want to say before I leave: try to be positive to as many people as possible. Some of them might try to tell you an idea contrary of what you believe. I recommend to be polite and ask why they believe that. By doing this, you might learn something new. If you are polite and positive, you will be amazed on what impact you can do to people, and also to yourself. Thank you so much for watching and hearing this. I was intending to just say the first few lines, but I randomly got inspired to write all of this. Thank you.